Now let me get you an overview of the arguments from Team Adipurush. Here are the big takeaways from that exclusive conversation that you just heard. They say they have conducted a deep study of the Ramayana. They say not even 1% of the film deviates from the original Ramayana. They also say that they are proud of this film because it represents their faith, their bhakti. What is another big takeaway is, particularly in the images that have been shown, the point that was made by Om Rawat was, when it comes to the demonic bird that Ravan rides, their defense is that this is creative take on Ravan's powers. Going further on the beard controversy, the defense is that Ravan's beard is part of their artistic vision of demons. They made Ravan an intimidating figure. So it was about showing him as a demon, adding that the look has no link to Mughals. Team Adipurush has said that they are promoting Indian culture like Marvel films for the youth. On the VFX, because there was that criticism as well. On VFX angle, the team has defended it by saying that they are following Ramanan Sagar, who used advanced VFX for his time. So they have taken it several steps ahead as well. They have even gone on to say that some in Bollywood insult Sanatan Dharma, but they are glorifying it. Finally, the point that has been made is that they have taken note of all the criticisms that have come their way of this 90-second trailer, and hence when the film will be released, they have promised the viewers that they will not be disappointed in January of 2023. Let me take questions straight to the panelists who are joining me on the show. Ravi Rai is author and filmmaker. We have Mukesh Tyagi, actor. Rakesh Bedi is an actor again. Nasir Abdullah, actor. Nasir Abdullah, I had asked all the questions, and because of the criticism that has come against the film, are you convinced with the answers that has come forth by Om Rawat and Mr. Muntashir?
Yeah, pretty much. Though, I didn't find at the outset anything really wrong. It seems that the issues that have been brought up have been forcibly brought up, like Hanuman wearing a belt and somebody having a beard and whatever. But this is all in these days. They need to make the film a little more interesting and occasionally deviating from some aspects to make it more sort of interesting for the audience to enjoy as they watch it inside a movie theater. So for that, they need the liberties, and that's fine. They have not done anything obscene. Nothing has been really turned around. No sort of a character has been defiled in any possible way. I can't see it. Unfortunately, it seems that now it's beginning to gain ground, and some people have actually decided that they will influence the future of the film by making it look like the public is offended. It is not offended. Okay. Some of the films where the expose on the Andha Vishwas was there on the PK film, it was a super duper hit. People were actually complaining about it afterward. Oh, it's got this, making fun of the gods. It was not making any fun of the gods, which everybody knows. So I don't understand what is going on. Okay. And I'm happy if there was some really, really big issue, I would say, absolutely, man. Okay. But Raman was, a would-be rapist. And so it is okay to depict him, but it seems that even defending him and saying, oh, he was a great soul and he was a great of God.
Yeah.
But at the end
Have
of the day,
faith
he kidnapped Sita
in our research,
man, pretty much.
And we are believers. We will never insult Lord Ram and Hanuman. That's what the filmmakers and the writer is saying. You may have heard this interview. They have defended all the charge, and they say that clearly there has been no deviations whatsoever from Ramayana.
One of the writers who has written the dialogue is an established, very scholarly guy, and I really respect him a lot, Manoj Mantasher.
Yes.
And he is deeply rooted into the ethos of Hinduism.
Right.
And despite that fact, he has lent his pen. He came out with some excuse saying that where we were writing, we used to keep our shoes off the room. And even the director said that we will not allow Sita to be touched by Raman because he has got himself very deep-rooted faith in the Hindus.
Yes.
Now, this is one aspect of, but the trailer, I mean, has taken the film completely into different direction, different proportion. There is a clear intention. I'm not trying to say that I've not seen the movie, but this is a VFX movie. 500 crores have been spent on it. Look at the attire. Does it look like a mocking upon the character? You know, we all have the psychological allegiance to certain goddess and gods. Saraswati is projected in one way, Lakshmi is projected in one way, Ram is projected in one way, even it is engraved in the Indian constitution. So there is a concept called brand loyalty. We are loyal to this brand of God, and we cannot see it compromising under the carpets of cinematic
I
liberty.
can't see.
So this, just let me complete, please. Let me complete. You know, this Hindu bashing, maybe it is done deliberately or innocently under cinematic level. I'm challenging the director of the film to add one scene on other religion and mock upon it. And see to it the consequence what will happen. They are taking
that
the
is not the point.
The carpet.
We are not.
Let them do it. Let them do one scene, and I'll be out of this contamination. Let him add one scene. But why Hindu religion is always becoming a subject and
I'd ask that question.
To the people.
I'd ask that
true.
specific question.
Not true.
Mukesh Tyagi, I'd ask that specific question. That is a criticism that is coming your way. His response was that they are believers and that they have done justice to this because their aim was to make it relevant in current times. And that is the reason why there has been VFX of this nature. But I can see Mr. Ravi Rai wanting to come into this discussion. Mr. Ravi Rai, go ahead.
In fact, on some other religion also in the same fashion, what they have done for Ram and Hanuman.
Heard the concluding lines of Manoj and Om. They cleared it all, you know. They've cleared it so well. I mean, I'm so happy that they came. And since last 3-4 days, what was happening, the clouds, they cleared it. But again, my take on this is the film industry has, I'm not saying कि progressive होना चाहिए, regressive होना चाहिए, we must move on, we must not move on. I'm not getting into that. I'm a filmmaker myself. I produce films myself, but times are changing. We all agree to that. Unfortunately, we've been through very tough times, very vulnerable times in the film industry over a period of 2.5, the COVID and the post-COVID. It's only a fear of a filmmaker that for the time being, let us not touch any religion. People are intolerant. I'm not saying specific religion. People have become intolerant. Twitter is getting toxic every day. So my only thing is ki don't touch sensitive issues. You know, we've seen the consequences earlier also. So for the time being, don't touch anything that creates, that's my only thing. No, I'm very, very happy if this film goes through. A lot of money is riding industries. 500 crores is a huge amount riding on the film. I would be more than happy if this works well.
Never mind the money.
Brahmastra did very well.
I'm going to come back to you, Nasiruddin, but
cancel culture.
Yes, but Ravi Rai, the larger question is also this, that they believe that as filmmakers, they have greater responsibility, that they are believers, that they have faith in the religion, that they are not going against Hinduism. Because if you look at the second part or the last part of that, the conversation that I had with the filmmaker and the writer, I'd asked those specific questions from the appearance of Ravan to the mustache to the beard and the entire controversy that has been around it. But they had a specific answer to each and every point, that this was not about creative license, that this was more of a passion project, Ravi Rai.
Let them show passion.
Yeah, but you see, Maria, end of the day, the mob fury or the mob, they do not have any shape or size. I mean, what was wrong with Salman Rushdie's creative satanic verses or Taslima Nasreen's? But end of the day, you couldn't control the mob. My only point there is, I'm not we should
Cited.
fight for being progressive. Is one thing. You take a step forward and be progressive. You have people pulling you back regressively. I'm just we should be cautious before investing crores. End of the day, Maria, we revolt here for another 30-40 minutes. We would speak out our opinions and go back to our dining table. But it's a huge money riding. So my only thing, take a cutting board when you sit down on working script. Don't touch that are very sensitive.
Okay.
You know, that's my only thing.
Okay, fine.
I'm not saying else.
Okay. Rakesh Bedi, you have been very patiently listening to all the panelists. The larger question here is that there are certain liberties that have been taken in the past against only a particular religion. And the point being made by Mukesh Tyagi is that it has been done largely because the majority community is far more tolerant. And that is the reason why this entire argument of creative license comes when it should be seen from the prism of faith.
See, I believe that since the advent of the social media and Twitter and all kinds of social handles, you know, now there are 130 crore opinions in this country. You know, the opinions are so many that everybody has a voice now. Everybody wants to voice out his voice. Nobody wants to, you know, it may be groups, it may be organizations, it may be individuals, but everybody wants to say something on everything, on every issue. That is the whole thing, you know. And I feel that as a filmmaker, some liberties are to be taken, and if they are taken, it's okay. But at the same time, I will say that this is a trailer. And I have seen the defense argument of Manoj Muntashir and Om Raut. I was just seeing it on a channel. And if they have said that we promise that no sentiments will be you know, disturbed, no sentiments will be hit. So let's wait for the film. Why are we in so much of hurry? Okay, now everybody wants to ban the film. हमारे यहाँ क्या हो गया कि कोई भी जरा सा इतना सा controversy हो जाए, ban कर दो. अरे भाई पहले देख तो लो. You know, we just make one opinion and we go with it. We don't want to give the person the second chance, or we don't want to hear out the other person, and we can see the film. You know, the proof is in the pudding. The film will release. We all will see it. If some people have some opinion, and after that, they can go and revolt.
Yes, the point was very well taken, because the director Om Rawat says that he is mindful of all the criticism that has come his way. He has made notes, Mr. Mukesh Tyagi.
I'm of the opinion.
Yes.
I'm of the opinion that don't they know that they are living in India? Don't they know that there will be so many voices? Don't they know? Are they fools? Are they spending so much of money and investing so much of money on a project? You know, they didn't know that what's going to happen and what voices will be raised. They knew it. Of course, they knew it. And if they are doing it,
I don't think so.
I mean, if they are creating this controversy for the betterment of the film, then God bless them. I can't help it. But if it's a organic process, then let's wait for them, because let's wait what the film says.
Okay, Mukesh Tyagi, are you ready to wait?
So I agree with, to large extent, one has to see the movie before jumping on to the conclusion. But right now, on the face of it, the attire which is given to the characters, it's certainly not congruent or consistent to the mythological character and the image we have built up over the period of time. Now, it cannot be just taken in innocent excuse. We have seen in the past many Hindu bashing films, including Padmavati, which was made on Hindu goddess. And it was contested continuously by the people, and finally the Bansali had to change the name. So now, knowing it, the sensitivity in the country, the new mood in the country, right now the boycott as such is damaging Bollywood in a big way. Knowing it well, why are you trying to establish your creative excellence by changing the attire of our Aradhyas? Because this is where the objection is, and you cannot blame the Indian people for raising the protest against it. You have a certain liberty. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not a level playing field. You are very selective.
And Nasir Abdullah, this is selective.
You are absolutely studiously silent on the other area.
Got
Why
it.
don't you
Okay,
one line
again and
inside
again.
the film, and let us see what kind of reaction Nasir Abdullah will react. Let Nasir Abdullah say, okay, add one scene
I will say.
of
Okay,
on
good.
other
I'll
religion
come.
into the film and mock upon it. And just mock
I'll
upon
give
it.
you an
Just
answer. I'll give you an answer.
Yeah, please give me the answer. Yes.
Now, here is the deal. Originally, according to the mythological aspect of it all, Ravan had more than 8 or 9 heads. He had about actually 10 heads. They could not show that, though it was mythologically there. He had these heads apparently, and they always show him these heads. They couldn't show it because he would have looked very clumsy and possibly stupid.
Nasir, please, I'm sorry I'm interrupting you. Nasir, I'm interrupting. Listen to me, please.
Showing
I'm asking,
a belt around Hanuman's abdomen.
You are making
a belt.
You are making a very non-part.
Does it offend anything?
Nasir,
What
you are
is
not
wrong?
answering the question.
Who is hurt by having a beard?
No. Nasir Abdullah, I have asked all those questions to the filmmakers, and I think the viewers have heard the answer. So let's get into the specifics. The point being made by Mukesh Tyagi and also Ravi Rai here is that given the times that we are living in, could there have been greater sensitivity? And what is the need of getting into a project of this nature when you realize that the entire country is hypersensitive right now? That there is this larger sense that there is, targeting of a community. You will obviously not take this kind of liberties with the Muslim faith. If that was the case, then we have seen what has happened in the past. So if it is about why one, that if there is a depiction that has to be done about Hindu culture, Hindu gods and goddesses, then liberties have been taken. That is also a truth.
Maria,
obviously they knew. Obviously they knew. No, obviously they did not know. They did not know that this would happen.
The makers of the
they
film
would not know.
That let them insert one scene mocking upon other religions' God. Let Nasir Abdullah say yes.
Why are you asking me to stick my neck out? Why do you want me to stick my neck out?
You are drifting
I don't
the
find
argument
anything
into different
obscene.
direction.
I don't find anything obscene. You tell me what is obscene. Tell me what is obscene about the belt. Tell me what is obscene about the belt.
You are not
Tell me
coming
what is obscene about the belt around Hanuman. The directors did not know.
You are not
the director, hang on,
why,
don't be accusatory. Take it easy. Don't get desperate. Don't get desperate. Don't get desperate. Don't get desperate to put me down. The point is, even the directors and the writers did not know. The writers had no idea this would happen. Where are you going? Where are you going? The writers did not have any idea. The writers did not have any idea. Even they did not know. Okay.
And you are so selective. You are so studiously silent. Why don't you insert only 10 seconds scene into the film and
say, what do you want? So who do you want me? So what do you want me to insert? So who do you want me to insult?
You don't have.
Who do you want me to insult? Don't give me a lecture, man. Don't give me a lecture. Please don't give me a lecture.
No.
Don't give me a lecture. No. Okay, go to somebody else. This is very boring.
Why don't you
This is very boring. The director, no. Don't give me a lecture. Don't tell me how to lead my life.
I will not give you a lecture.